Hey friends, Ryan here, and today we're gonna finally get back to working on this machine. I live in Houston, and let's just say it's been over 100 every freaking day for like 2 months. So it's been about a month to the day since I've actually been out here to work on this, unfortunately. But we're getting back to it. So I wanted to put the cabinet back together and then put this together and put it in the cabinet, but this is in the damn way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go through all these relays, take them more or less apart, clean everything, and put them all back together. You know, you can get crazy and shine all this stuff up on a buffer, and honestly, it looks awesome when you do that, and if you have the patience to do it, more power to you, but I don't. I've done it before, and it takes so long and then you stick it in the machine and you never see it again, and no one ever sees it if you take it to a show or something. So just say I do appreciate that. I do appreciate people taking the time to tumble all this stuff, but I am just going to grab a shop towel that is somewhere. Let's find it. And some naphtha here, and pull everything apart, clean it, get a Dremel, clean all the switches, make sure they're all adjusted. Like this one, you can see is falling out of the relay holder, so we'll fix all that. We'll make sure our fuses are correct, and we'll put it all back on this board that we nicely painted last time. We'll go through all these 3 steppers here, clean them up, take them all apart, oil them, make sure this hanging spring right here is actually broken, so hopefully we can get a new spring. That's unfortunate. We'll take the score motor apart, clean all that. We'll put a new power cord on it. Power cord comes in right here, so that's easy enough. So yeah, just lots of cleaning. I won't bore you with it. There's 100 videos on how to do it. But I'll see if I find anything interesting like this one that's bent and the switches are out of it. Hopefully we can fix that, because if not, that's kind of a showstopper. That's the game over, really. I don't really know. Alright, I'm going to shut up, quit yapping, and get to work here. Alright, I figured it'd be interesting to show this someone, but... So, I like to take the switches off of here, so I can clean them, tighten them down, get them so they're not all wonky like this. I don't know if you can see that. You gotta get them so they're straight stack versus like this, and then it's a lot easier to clean them when they're like this, because when they're all screwed down together, and in the relay, all you can really use is a file, which is fine. I have one right in front of me. I don't know what the hell I did with it. But here it is. Anyway, so like this one, for example, you just take and stick your file in there, give it a little oomph, and it doesn't really do a very good job in my opinion, but it works. So we'll say this one, you can see the pad kind of looks black. Give it a good once over with your file, and you can see it kind of sort of gets it clean, maybe. So what I like to use, a generic Dremel here with a wire brush attachment on the end of it. I forget the actual number. You can get these ones off Amazon that are kind of the same thing. Somewhat cheaper. they don't last as long or work as well, but the official Dremel ones are probably better. It doesn't have a number on it that I can see, but anyway, so you just turn it on. This is like the lowest setting. And you stick it in here, kind of run it over the pads. And then, see, it polishes it up pretty good. And you're not filing flat parts into your switches. I mean, anything will work, but this one I like because it's just faster. I mean, there's debate on which one's best. Because some of them will get pits in the damn pads. And the only way to get that out is replace it or use a file. So, you know, user can use whatever they want, but that's how I usually clean them. But I like to take the relays apart so you can clean off the heads in between here. Get all the cramp off of it, just make it look a little bit better. But I mean, honestly, you don't have to do that. You just clean the switches, and if it works, it's fine. Anyway, I'm gonna put this back together and work my way down the line here. Alright, I've done the first however many, but technically it's not necessary to take all these apart like I was saying, but when you do, you find stuff like this stuck in between switch stacks or jammed real good up in between the, right in here between the relay plate and the relay coil. So no matter how hard you tried, it would have never actually worked. It was one of the ones down here, I forget that came out of, but if you didn't do this, you would never see it. You would never find it until it's just that relay wouldn't work. And even then you would have been trying to chase it because you wouldn't be able to see it buried in there. Anyway, that, and like I said, I've done like these, and probably 7 of the switches were misadjusted. The last 2 games I did, like, there wasn't that many on the entire bottom of the plate, or the mech board. So someone had obviously been messing with this that didn't quite understand what they were doing. But we'll clean these off, put them back together, adjust all the switches, and keep going. Alright, well, there's the other side of the table, obviously. So we got all the relays done, including these ones. Now we're going to move on to these steppers. So they are in bad shape. It's not seized up per se, but it's so rusty. See, it just doesn't, like, I don't know what the word is. It's just gummy and sticky. See, if you do that, it'll reset. But this one has a fuse on the coil for some reason, just the ball count unit. That one's kind of working. This one's the one with the spring broken, and it's like it rusted through and let go, so it's not going to reset. This is the bonus unit. Yeah, that is like completely. So we're gonna have to Jesus, take this apart. I mean, that's moving pretty freely. This one has this extra spring on it right here. It's probably a different kind. So let me start going through them. Same thing, take it apart, clean everything, put it back together, put a little oil on it. And on the metal on metal parts, right? And then put a little of this, I'm sure you've seen that before, but this is the kind you want, the blue one. Not, the other one somewhere. Anyway, it's gray, I believe. You don't want that one. Anyway, it works, but that one's better. All right, let me start going through these and we'll see what they look like. All right, we got her all back together. Just the way they're built, Chicago coins are kind of a bigger pain in the butt than Bally's are, but that's neither here nor there. So we got her all reset. Sorry, let me switch hands, it's a little less awkward. So you want it to, the stroke there, right here, be about 1.5 teeth. So 1.5, 1.5, and then it's done. And then hit it once, and it resets. So this particular thing only has 3 places: home, and view. You can tell by the wires, home 1 and 2. Someone's obviously been messing with it because you can see there are orange marks where the home position is. But you can see that's that, and then it steps up 1, 2, and that's it. There it goes back. So I'm not sure what the hole does, but there's common or power, whatever it is, and then 3 sets of 3 switches there. So that one cleaned up okay. Let's see about these other 2. So fun thing when you're doing this, see what I'm pointing at? They got their home position marked as this white wire here, whereas there's one more position down here. So they would have set it up as home like this, rather than there. And this is the ball counting unit, right? So ball 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or rather reset 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or whatever it does. You could look at the schematics and see, but I just push that down, it pops all the way over there. So watch everybody else's work. You see down here, this is probably like your double bonus, so it's happens on ball 3 and ball 5. And then this up here is something like, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, let's take this baby apart and see what she does. Okay, people, this is exhausting. So I checked this fuse. It's supposed to be a 2.8 amp and there's a 3 amp, so flow blow. All right. She's good. That one was easy. I had to play with this a little bit. This one, however, is still kind of touchy. Honestly, it's because there's these pins and the inside of these collars on both that one and the one right here. were rusted, and this one specifically, I had to almost break the damn thing to get the thing out. I sanded the inside a little bit, and they're pretty freely moving, but see, the thing is, when they do this, like in a game, it's like violent, up and down. So I have safety glasses on from using the Dremel. I can't see anything because they're fogged up. So going up works pretty good. Going down works pretty good. Like I say, this isn't how the machine does it. It's like that. So all I did was unravel the spring a little bit, and you know, because this one was broken, I just unwound a loop and made it just like those ones. So, but they work. I'm reasonably certain it's on there because so you wind it all up. You can watch the on there correctly, I guess I should say. So you can see it's like 9, 10, because this is connected, so I assume that's 10, and this is not connected yet, so it's 0. And then assume that's 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That's it. And then it's still a little flaky going down, but doesn't quite seat itself. Anyway, so those are all right. I did all the relays. So we gotta clean the transformer here, put a new power cord on, deal with this monstrosity. But you can see here, there's a friend, or whatever the hell that is, poof. So I'm gonna take all these switches off, clean them, clean the motor, turn it over, pull this out, service it a little bit. Gonna redo all the fuses, clean all the Jones plugs, clean those Jones plugs, and I gotta figure out what to do with it. I can't remember if I said this at the beginning, but these are mechs. And while I'm quite capable of replacing them, I don't have that particular connector, and these are a biatch to get out. So I may get like some pipe cleaners or something, clean them out. I can't remember if that's the male or the female end. I have to look. Yeah, I got a box from Pinball Resource with some coil sleeves, and these are for this game, obviously. Hopefully I got the right size. Someone had replaced 2 of the step-up coils with like oil impregnated bronze sleeves. It's nasty. Yeah. So next time we'll finish it up and work on this monster. I've never done one on a Chicago coin, so I'm a little nervous, but we'll figure it out. Hopefully it doesn't look like anything's broken, but anyway, I'll quit yammering. Keep it real. We'll see you next time, and thank you for watching. Bet you didn't think I'd fix that one. All right, later.